Welcome to Tesla Vision. Today, we're talking about the most recent Tesla news and updates. Let's get into it right away. Tesla, a company that until recently has enjoyed fast growth in the Chinese market, accompanied by an equally impressive increase in its production capabilities, has been requested by the government of the People's Republic of China to discuss a number of quality problems detected in its electric vehicles. The public was informed via an official governmental notice of a number of meetings held by a group of Chinese regulators, including the nation's top regulatory agency, cyberspace regulatory body, and transportation agency, with Tesla on the pressing issues of vehicle acceleration irregularities, possible battery fires, and software bugs raised by a number of electric vehicle customers. Via Weibo, a Chinese microblogging website, Tesla claimed that it, quote, sincerely accepts the government department's guidance, end quote, and would, quote, strictly comply with the Chinese laws, end quote. The company has also announced its intention to follow the guidance of the regulatory bodies in order to improve its, quote, internal operational structure and workflow, end quote, to ensure both security of its customers and honoring of their rights. With Tesla's prominence growing exponentially in China over the last few years, Elon Musk's company has actually experienced a number of recalls due to defective vehicle parts or software malfunctioning. Even before the official discussions with the Chinese authorities, the United States EV behemoth had recalled 20,428 Model S vehicles and 15,698 Model X vehicles imported to China. At least, this is the information provided by the Chinese market regulator last week. China has been gradually turning into the most essential EV market for Tesla. It is currently the second largest one for the United States company. The Shanghai Gigafactory, enjoying numerous tax benefits awarded by the local municipal authorities, has made it possible for Tesla to make both procurement and manufacturing processes local, thus significantly reducing the prices of such vehicles as Model 3. As per Tesla's filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission this week, China's contribution to Tesla's revenue in 2020 more than doubled compared to 2019 and equaled $6.6 billion, or 20% of the total amount of money earned by the company in 2020, $31.54 billion. In 2019, however, China accounted only for 12% in Tesla's global revenues, $2.98 billion out of $24.58 billion. In China, Tesla has been competing against a number of Chinese homegrown and quite well-funded electric vehicle manufacturers, such as NIO and XPeng, both listed in the United States. In 2020, XPeng shipped 27,041 vehicles, whilst NIO managed to top that figure with 43,728 vehicles shipped. Those numbers, however, pale in comparison to Tesla's shipments that in 2020 hit the number of 499,647 vehicles. Even with a number of setbacks, Tesla's sales in China more than doubled last year, even with all the stuff happening around the globe. The biggest market for Tesla, however, is still the United States, where EV manufacture increased its revenues by 20%, hitting the $15.21 billion mark. In 2020, however, Tesla started ramping up both production and sales of made-in-China vehicles in order to meet the local market demand. China's Passenger Car Association named Tesla's Model 3 as the nation's best-selling electric vehicle in 2020. In 2021, Tesla has already started deliveries of a new vehicle made in China, Tesla Model Y. Acting in line with assuring its authority in the larger Asian market, a day after the Straits Times reported approximate Tesla vehicles prices, Tesla's Singapore sales portal went live. The Straits Times stated that prior to the Certificate of Entitlement Tesla Model 3 Performance, a high-powered variant of Tesla Model 3 capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 km per hour in some 3.3 seconds would sell at an average price a little under $150,000. A less efficient Model 3 standard range, which can still hit 100 km per hour mark in 5.6 seconds prior to the Certificate of Entitlement, would sell for around $113,000. The prices reported are actually slightly lower than what Tesla's competitors had been billing for their vehicles. Analysts have been of the opinion that Tesla prices would definitely fuel the EV sales, since Model 3 standard range would probably be less pricey at existing certificate of entitlement rents than, for instance, Toyota Camry, at the same time delivering a much better bang for your buck. As claimed by one of lucky Tesla owners, the dynamic pricing will enable Singapore to move quicker towards a completely electric vehicle environment. Some experts, including top management members of financial consulting companies, believe that Mercedes, BMW, Audi, and even some higher-end Japanese vehicle sales would eventually be hit quite hard by Tesla. Prior to the certificate of entitlement, one would need to pay a little less than $160,000 for a fully equipped Model 3 success. At half the cost, basically, Tesla is a super sports vehicle. The purchases of Tesla vehicles are now being considered even by a number of taxi operating companies. Thus, Transcab and Premier have admitted that they had been putting some thought into making Teslas a part of their fleets. Walter Teixeira, Singapore's Social Sciences University transport economist, in his comments on the published prices for Tesla vehicles, emphasized that the Singapore car market has some of the highest dealer gross margins in the world. The Land Transport Authority data illustrates that the difference between the published retail price and the vehicle cost, inclusive of all taxes and open market value, is usually in the tens of thousands of dollars for many higher-end brands. Tesla's pricing seems to be very competitive, and a vehicle with similar open market value from an established and duly authorized luxury dealer would probably be priced several tens of thousands more. It remains to be seen whether this would result in the authorized dealers cutting margins, or in Tesla's understanding that it does not actually need to charge too heavily to obtain a foothold. The release of the local sales site came after years of rumors about whether, following its hasty withdrawal 10 years ago, the California-based electric automaker will come back to Singapore. Elon Musk has made a number of snide Twitter remarks on Singapore for its lack of the required level of acceptance of EVs and overall unwelcoming attitude towards Tesla. Tesla's comeback marks 1 year after the government of Singapore declared that it would add sweet rewards to promote greener automobiles throughout its 2020 budget, and a pledge to significantly expand the EV charging network. Tesla has also recently hired Vincent Wiguna, a European engineering ABB Group power expert, as its charging infrastructure manager. Tesla seems to be actually planning to roll out its own charging infrastructure in Singapore. Tesla's rapid growth has proven to have a major impact upon global job creation figures, and as a result, the employment rate, with the EV manufacturer increasing its operational activities in China and Germany, and at the same time making almost 500,000 EVs worldwide. The total number of Tesla's employees in the world almost doubled in 2020 alone. As per its 10-K filing, the total number of Tesla-provided jobs in the world equaled 70,757, which is a 47% growth compared to 2019, when Tesla employed some 48,016 people. The crucial element of strengthening Tesla's position in China was, of course, its Giga Shanghai factory. In 2020, Tesla's revenues in China soared by 124% and reached $6.7 billion. There is, however, always a fly in the ointment, and for Tesla, it seems to be massive delays at its Giga Berlin, a crucial element of EV manufacturer infrastructure in Europe. Giga Berlin is arguably the most significant 2021 initiative for Tesla. There will not be any European Tesla Model Y sales until the factory is up and running. In addition to introducing Tesla Model Y to the European market, Giga Berlin will also be tasked with manufacturing of 4680 battery cells and will be the first ever facility to employ Tesla's structural battery pack design. Tesla's Gigafactory in Shanghai has been scrutinized in order to validate the company's actually following the manufacturing start timeline set. In Grünheide, not far from Berlin, however, even 5 months before the scheduled plant launch, there have not been built any crucial infrastructure elements. Some sources even claim that Tesla has not sent any planning proposals to local authorities regarding the battery production facility that Tesla is planning to build on the site. Although there remains a number of structures to be completed, Tesla so far has proven its ability to relatively rapidly construct new facilities at its Berlin Gigafactory due to innovative technological construction methods employed by local contractors. An astounding drone video documenting Tesla Berlin Gigafactory progress has been posted by Elon Musk earlier this month. It showed a number of quite imposing, completely finished buildings that seem to have what it takes for substantial manufacturing capabilities. As for the construction permits, since the start of the project, Tesla has been working with partial provisional licenses. Last month, Tesla claimed that the project had been progressing as scheduled and equipment deliveries to the plant had been already started. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. We post videos daily, so feel free to subscribe and stay up to date on all most recent news and updates.